welcome back to my channel. Today I have a kind of requested video for you. I had done a video not too long ago on kind of a dupe for IEW Fix Grammar, being editor-in-chief from Critical Thinking Co. I had a lot of comments on that, and I kind of wanted to just clear it up, do a side-by-side of both curriculums so you're able to see and judge for yourself your thoughts on the curriculum. So if that is something that interests you, keep watching. So I have had Fix It Grammar on my shelf for a really long time. I bought it really early thinking that my child was ready, and then I found out that it's not really for like a second grade level when I bought it. So I've put it aside, and then I came across Editor-in-Chief, and I really started looking at it, and I was like, wow, you know, this is so similar to Fix It Grammar. And so honestly, they're similar, but there are some differences, but I really could think there could be a dupe from this whole thing. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you both of them and you can decide for yourself. Last time I just kind of pieced through Editor-in-Chief, but today I want to piece through both curriculums. So let's just get to it. If you're new here, I'm Nikki and I post all kinds of homeschool content. So be sure you're subscribed, hit the bell to notify you of any future videos of mine, and leave me a comment, say hi, and just say hi. It's cool. Anyways, so Fix It Grammar, there are tons of people who do videos on this, but I'm not going to do like a complete flip through on either of these curriculums. But what I have noticed with Fix It Grammar is is basic compared to Editor-in-Chief. To me, is more thorough. So Fix It Grammar has a 30-week lesson plans here, and it kind of just jumps right in. So this is the student book. This is lesson 1. It's going to talk to you about what they're learning today, the 8 parts of speech. These are the definition of what a noun is. We're working with nouns. Then it's going to have you kind of work on the sentences. So you're going to find it, mark it, work on the sentence, and then make sure you have all the correct punctuation marks and indentation. And that's it. That's the lesson. And then the student will go along and fix a sentence independently. So they have a sentence. They have a vocabulary word in here, 2 nouns that they have to mark. They have to fix 1 capital and 1 end mark. And then they have to rewrite the whole sentence correctly down below. This should be very quick for your student. It probably shouldn't take you more than, I'd say, 20 minutes to complete a lesson. And it is the exact same repetitive pattern throughout Fix It Grammar. So as you could see, this was week 1, day 2, week 1, day 3, same thing. And it's going to go over the same lesson of nouns. Okay? So Fix It Grammar, I believe, sets you up for 4 days a week to do Fix It Grammar is what they have. And then on week 2, they're jumping into article adjectives, and then it's going to go through the same type of process as well. In the teacher's guide to Fix It Grammar, I'll show you. The only thing I noticed that is I'm going to talk about what I noticed and the differences later. So let me just show you. It's basically just showing you the answers. It's not giving you extra instruction or anything like that. And then it just gives you the answers and such, it's kind of like missing teaching the lesson, in my opinion. So do I think you need the Fix It Grammar parental guide? I mean, no, in my opinion. But I have not used Fix It Grammar. So these are just what I have seen from looking through the curriculum. We have not tested it. We have not tried it. So please keep that in mind. This is not a review. This is me showing it to you for you to come to your own conclusion on. So take that into consideration when you are looking into Fix It Grammar. I am not saying it is good. I am not saying it is bad. I am not saying anything. I am neutral here, okay? What I can say is that I have used Editor-in-Chief. This does not come with a teacher's manual. This is all by itself. This is directed to the student. So we have gotten pretty far into this curriculum. It has the table of contents. It has the answer key at the end of the book. It has teaching suggestions, group activities, reinforcement practice, assessment of grammar and mechanics, rules for introducing new things, mini reviews, and so it says the key difference between Editor-in-Chief and most other grammar books is the focus on editing in context. The grammatical and mechanical errors inserted into paragraphs are based on general instructional guidelines for specific grade levels. The content level, however, is ungraded, allowing usage of these materials at many instructional levels. So styles and content are varied to sustain interest and to broaden the student's exposure to different writing formats, such as letters, stories, and dialogue. So the skills developed can be applied to the student's own writing. So each of the 16 lessons that are taught in Editor-in-Chief in the beginning level, which is this level right here, is taught by 6 paragraphs. So you're not going to find really any big time stories in the beginner's book. So it's going to have fairly similar to where it's going to have 1 page of the full lesson for your student. This is student directed, so it is directed so your student can understand it on their own if they wanted to do it independently. Or you can do it not independently, totally you. So on, like, you could do day 1 where you're just learning the lesson, and then there's going to be those 6 paragraphs of practice work for them on the 1 lesson. So you have paragraph 1, it's going to say read the paragraph and correct the comparison errors. So it's going to show you there are 4 errors in this that are comparison errors, which is what they're learning, comparison adjectives. So they're going to find them and they're going to correct it in the paragraph. The only difference is it's not going to have them rewrite the paragraph or anything like that like Fix It W does. So, sorry, not Fix It W, Fix It Grammar. Then, moving along, it will have your next lesson. So this is the lesson, and then again, you have the 6 paragraphs that incorporate the lesson that they just learned. Now, at the back of the book, it does have your answers and what needs to be corrected in each paragraph, and sometimes it allows the child to correct their work in different ways, which is what it says in the description. The beginner's level 1 is for grades 2 through 3. Fix It Grammar, I'd have to look online and like put it in the thing, but I'm pretty sure you weren't like supposed to even touch this until like grade 4, if I'm not mistaken. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I will have to do some research and put it here in the description box. somewhere on the screen. So now, this book, which we are going to dabble in a little bit this year, is grades 4 through 5. This is going to be a little bit more in depth than the first book. So in this book, you have, I believe it's the same 12 lessons. So you could totally spread this out. You can pair it with something else, but it's going to give you kind of the similar feel. So this one is going to have an actual story. So you're going to, it's going to show you lesson 1 is content. This is all information in a book, a magazine, an article, a letter, a passage. This includes graphics, pictures, tables, captions. And so it's telling like the student what context is. Then it's going to have them read the passage, correct the errors. There are no errors in the picture or caption. So this is a lot bigger of a assignment. If you can notice, this is a lot longer of writing for them to correct than those little 6 paragraphs that were before. So you could really spread this out. It does say use another piece of paper to rewrite the passage without errors, but it's optional. It is not recommended or like required or anything like that. It is up to the parent or teacher to decide if that's what they want to do for their child. And then they have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this one, there were 4 practice paragraphs or mini stories or whatnot for them to edit versus the 6 paragraphs in the beginner's edition. So in this one, then it goes on to capitalization lesson 2. This is 2 pages of talking about the different things that we capitalize. Then it's going to have 3 pages actually. And then it's going to have more of these large passages for them to correct with capitalization. But they're all different types of storylines to keep the child interested. And I honestly, like, this is a little bit more extensive. This is going to take a little bit more time. And you have to, it's going to be a little bit more challenging for your child compared to level 1. Now, in my opinion, I don't know that I would be doing Fix It Grammar till later. Not 4th grade, but maybe like 5th grade or 6th grade. I would start her at, because this is going to show her the true editing in context. This is giving her so much. And I feel it's giving the direction that IEW does not give as much. So that's just my opinion. Like I said, I haven't even used this book or the IEW. I've only literally used this early beginner's book. So we're going to dabble. This does, like I said, this does not have a teacher's manual, but all of the answers are in the back. So I'm just going to point out, when it tells me the answer for number 1 is issue the run-on sentence, put a period after the first complete sentence and capitalize the first word of the new sentence. So it tells like, it gives you a reason why it's just issue period the. It's not just giving you the answer, but it's giving you also some context to the answer. So that is like helpful, right? And not just like, oh, here's the answer to what you got wrong, and not like how or why you might have got something wrong. But it has all different topics in here. I randomly was skimming and it had like moving to Salem, Oregon, and then it had like Titanic, Earth Seasons, American History, Giant Pandas, a great book. So lots of different comparisons here. This is the Mystery Mansion for sale, and it even has like a blueprint or whatever of the house. So I don't know. I'm leaning more towards editor-in-chief for how that it's laid out. I feel like my child is going to learn more with a lot of context like they have versus just these sentences. Now, I can even go back and flip all the way to the back, and we're still going to only have one sentence that the child is working on. You figure out what's best for you. I am not going to do that for you. I had a lot of people come at me and go, well, you shouldn't be making a review on something that you haven't used. Well, I'm here to tell you that this is what my YouTube does. I'm showing you a preview of something that may interest you. It doesn't have to be something that I am. I'm not reviewing this. I'm previewing this. I am showing you what I have had on my shelf and the reasons I may or may not choose this curriculum for my homeschool. These are obviously just my opinions. You are totally able to form your own and whether or not they work for you in your homeschool. So keep that in mind watching anybody's YouTube channel, not just mine, that we are just showing these things to you. We are not in your homeschool. We have no idea if it's going to work for you or what your thoughts are on something. So please keep the comment section kind. I don't really tolerate any drama or any of that stuff. So just saying it will likely be deleted because I don't tolerate it. So just showing you, it may have you mark a lot more things later down in the Fix It grammar, but we are still only working with a sentence. So just saying, keep that in mind. I mean, I am all the way down week 30 in Fix It grammar. Now I have come to like a review page where it's has like a word game in here. Again, that was literally the last thing in the book though. So you have to choose what's going to be best for you in your homeschool, whether you like the style of IEW or editor-in-chief, or maybe you combine the two together. I think they would flow really well together because they probably go over the same type of things in their book. Let's just see. Let's just see for showing us what it goes over. So nose tree level 1 goes over editing marks, capitalization, pronoun, dependent clause, adjective, preposition, subject, verb, pair, verbs, linking verbs, helping verbs, quotations, conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions, adverb, apostrophes, www word, number words and numerals, prepositional phrases, and all of that stuff. And if we go into editor-in-chief, this is level 1 I'm showing you though. This goes over content, capitalization, punctuation, spelling rules, nouns and pronouns, adjectives, adverbs, articles, verbs, agreement, conjunctions, prepositions, confusing words, negative words, homophones, homographs, run-on sentences, and sentence fragments. So we both know they go over capitalization. So if your child maybe needs some extra context practice, it wouldn't hurt to have both curriculums. So just saying, like I said, we have not used Fix It Grammar or Editor-in-Chief Level 1. But these are the things that I am considering for next year. And honestly, I have both, so I can decide what's going to work best for us when the time comes. I hope that was helpful. I'm not going to do an intense flip through. I'm pretty sure I showed you enough in this video already on what it looks like and the differences and stuff like that. Please leave me some comments down below. Let me know, have you used Fix It Grammar? Have you used Editor-in-Chief? Which one did you prefer and why? Or maybe they're brand new to you and this video is helping you decide what kind of grammar you want in your homeschool. That is it, my friends. I will see you in my next video. Bye.